Alright, it is Tuesday, August 6th, 2019 at 6:29 p.m. Let's take a look at some headlines. 6 asteroids are headed for Earth this month, and one is bigger than the Empire State Building. Several near-Earth asteroids will be heading in our direction this month, but experts say there's no reason to worry. Scientists at NASA are tracking 6 asteroids that will be heading in the direction of our planet during the next few weeks, and one of them is larger than the Empire State Building. But first things first, take a deep breath. Experts are assuring us there's no reason to panic. Yes, there's an asteroid that's almost 1,900 feet in diameter and zipping at a speed of 10,000 miles per hour, and is capable of causing massive destruction if it were to make a direct hit on Earth and impact any city. However, it will be tracking about 5 million miles away from our planet, which it flies past us on August 10th, according to a report by CNN. There is a safe distance, although it's still warranted monitoring by NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office because it is considered a near-Earth object. To help put the distance into perspective, the Moon is about 238,855 miles away from the Earth, and the Sun is about 93 million miles away. Alright, also asteroid 2019, okay, narrowly missed Earth. And there's other asteroids zipping around us. The government space agency is also monitoring 5 other asteroids that are zipping around the outer space this month, according to the International Business Times. One will fly about 4 million miles away from Earth on August 12th, and it measures about 820 feet long. Our planet also will be approached by asteroids ranging from the size of 269 feet long to 500 feet long on August 17th, August 26th, August 27th, and August 28th. None is considered a threat to us. Some good news: an asteroid that was originally given a 1 in 7,000 chance of hitting the Earth is on early September, and that one is no longer considered a threat. Astronomers ruled out any asteroids with a chance of impact with Earth after they were not able to spot it within the area of its predicted collision course. So, thankfully, none of these asteroids headed towards us are planning to hit us. They're calculating that they will not hit us. Hopefully that it comes true. Alright, next. Plane reportedly carrying singer Pink's crew crashes after landing at Denmark airport. A plane carrying pop star Pink's crew manager burst into flames after landing in Denmark Monday night, according to local media reports. Pink was reportedly not on board the aircraft, and there were no casualties. Pink was not personally on board, but her manager and several other members on the tour were, but it turned out okay. Pink's promoter in Norway, Kristen Svasden, reportedly told the Norwegian newspaper. The private jet had reportedly just touched down in Denmark from Oslo, Norway. The crew was on their way to the next stop in Pink's beautiful trauma tour in the Danish city of Horsens. And there is a view of the plane. Let's see if we can get a closer look to the plane. It looks like the wing looks destroyed and on fire. Alright, hopefully they are okay. Next, Texas officers on horses led handcuffed black man by a rope. The police chief in Galveston said the practice was not used correctly, considering the nature of the arrest. A Texas police department changed its policy on Monday after pictures surfaced showing 2 white officers on horses leading a black man in handcuffs by a rope. Adriel Bell, a Democrat who is running for Congress in 2020, tweeted the pictures showing one of the mounted Galveston police officers holding a rope attached to handcuffs clasped behind the man's back. It is hard to understand why these officers felt this young man required a leash, as he was handcuffed and walking between 2 mounted officers, Bell said in a statement. It is a scene that has invoked anger, disgust, and questions from the community. And there you see the picture. Let me zoom in. The picture of the man being led by a rope between 2 horses. According to the Galveston Police Department, the officers identified as P. Bruce and A. Smith arrested Donald Neely, 43, for a criminal trespass on Saturday. A transportation unit was not immediately available at the time of the arrest, said a statement for the department, so Neely was handcuffed and a line was clipped to the handcuffs, and the officer clutched the other end of the line, leading Neely. The officers were familiar with Neely and had been warned about trespassing, the statement said. He was led on the rope about 2 blocks to where the mounted patrol unit was staging from. The method of handcuffing someone and escorting them between 2 mounted officers is usually used in volatile situations, like crowd control. The practice was not used correctly in this instance, the police statement said. I believe our officers showed poor judgment in this instance and could have waited for a transport unit at the location of the arrest, said Galveston Police Department Chief Vernon L. H. I must apologize to Mr. Neely for this unnecessary embarrassment. My officers did not have any malicious intent at the time of the arrest, Hill said, but they have immediately changed the policy to prevent the use of technique and will review all mounted training and procedures to make more appropriate methods. So hopefully they'll change that method of transporting people. Alright, next, R. Kelly faces charges of prostitution involving a minor. R. Kelly is facing prostitution charges by prosecutors in Minnesota who have allegedly he solicited a teenager who asked him for an autograph in 2001. According to court attorney Mike Freeman, Kelly invited a 17-year-old to his hotel room and offered her $200 to undress and dance with him. After attorney was exchanged, they had sexual contact but no intercourse, Freeman claimed. Kelly's lawyer Steve Greenberg says the charges were beyond absurd. His colleague Doug Anton said it was not clear that R. Kelly had ever met his alleged victim and that the charges might be a case of revisionist history. The R&B singer is now facing criminal proceedings in 3 U.S. states. The 52-year-old is currently being held without bail, awaiting trial on charges of sexual assault, child pornography, and obstruction of justice in Chicago and New York. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges. The singer, whose full name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, has been dogged by allegations of sexual abuse for years. He was previously faced trial on child pornography charges in 2008, but was acquitted with his alleged victim and parents refused to testify. Alright. Next. Bus driver accused of locking woman in luggage compartment. A bus driver is facing charges in Connecticut after witnesses say a passenger was locked inside a luggage compartment. Passenger Coraline Van Allen said she was on a bus bound for Boston after a trip to New York when she saw an unusual sight: a woman spilling out of the luggage compartment. Did I miss it? Did I hallucinate? Did she get off the bus? She said. A few miles from the... Excuse me, there's a virus threat protection pop-up. I'll ignore it. Okay. Did I miss it? Did I hallucinate? Did she get off the bus? She said. A few miles from the Massachusetts border, the bus she was riding in was pulled over by Connecticut State Police. She was locked in there and had called 911. Not only that, people in the front could hear her begging for help, Van Allen said. Driver Wendy Alberti, 49, was arrested and is now being accused of purposefully locking a female passenger in the luggage compartment. Van Allen said the incident could have happened during the trip's routine stop in Hartford. They did not tell us anything. We just watched as this woman, extremely calm, took all of her belongings. She did not say one word to the driver, she said. Bus operator Peter Pan said in a statement, "We are deeply concerned that we are treating this as a number one priority," adding that the driver, who's been employed by the company since 2012, is now an investigative suspension. Why didn't she see a human being in there? Why did not the woman say, "Hey, don't close that"? People at Peter Pan are responsible for transporting you and your luggage safety, said Van Allen. The bus driver faces charges of unlawful restraint, reckless endangerment, and a breach of peace. She is due in court on August 21st. That's pretty crazy to have somebody lock you in a bus while you're traveling. I wouldn't want that for anybody. Alright, guys. See you guys next time. Hit like and subscribe for more. God bless.